good I got two frenzy spins.
Hi everyone, this is Debbie High coming to you on Saturday, July 1st, and 2023. And I wasn't on last night, so I decided to pop on today. And this is my birthday month. So I'm thinking of something special to do for the month of July. And I don't have anything typed up yet, so just stay tuned. Visit my Facebook business page, just Stampin' Hut, and I will have it posted there. So give it a couple minutes for people to find us. I have 4 cards that I'm making tonight or today. And I'm going to show you a home deco piece. And
here's what I found.
3 more cards. So
I'm sorry, did I show up in that?
that's all right. Give it about 2 more minutes and we'll get started. Two of them, one of them is a fun fold. Another one, I don't think it's a fun fold, but it's a different kind of fold. So we're gonna get started. And we have about 30 seconds, so I just want to say welcome, and I'm gonna flip the camera. Not working with a current demonstrator and would like to have a copy of the catalog, let me know. I will mail it to you. Paper pumpkin for July. You can sign up anytime until July 10th. It's fun in the sun. You can go to mypaperpumpkin.com and pick me as your demonstrator, and you can sign up. It's a kit that has everything in it for you to make. So any questions, just let me know. Oh, I lost my thing again. I rearranged stuff now. I don't know what I did with it. But dkl333@comcast.net is my email. The online exclusives is what I am going to be featuring today, and it's the 1-horse open sleigh. And I can bring it up so you can see a little bit, and then I'm going to show you everything that belongs to that. And we come out with new kits, and this one is the Boho Beach kit. So if you're a beach person, this one would be good for you. Everything in to make 8 cards. You get the stamps, you get the cards, the envelopes, the embellishments, and everything in one kit. All right, we're gonna get started. This is the set we will be using, the horse and sleigh. It does come with dies, okay? In the suite, you get these snowflakes. They're copper, gold, and white. And then this beautiful paper. You can do so much with this. I'm going to show you this side, and then I'll show you the back side. we're going to be using this one and this one today. I'm going to show you a card using this one. A deer, look at them big ears. I'm going to show you a frame art that's using this paper. No fox. We're going to use this paper on a card and this one. Okay? And the back side. You get 48 sheets. They come 6 by 6, so it's 12 different designs for sheets of each. Okay. And when I say 12 different designs, it's 12 different designs on one side and 12 different designs on the other, but you get 48 sheets. Okay. First up, we're going to be making this card. I did not put a greeting on here. I'm not sure what I want to put on there, but this is the card. I used our 3 basic dies. I used the polka dots. And then I took our white craft ink pad over the dots to make them white. And I'm going to show you how I did that. I went ahead and colored my horse a little different than this one. This one was actually stamped on gray, basic gray, and then I went and colored it in with our Pebble Path. No, Pecan Pie, sorry. And that's the same as in the center. That is done with Pecan Pie. I stamped the tree in garden green. Okay, so we're going to get started on that. You need a piece of Night of Navy. It is 8.5 by 5.5, and it is scored at 4 1/4. And I already did the horse. I did him in basic gray, and I used real red on there. Show you. Okay. And the green, garden green tree. We're going to finish that. You need a piece for the inside, which is 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm going to put that in a while. Okay, now we're going to bring in my pad here, and I am going to get the Pebble Pie, and I am going to get my blending pen, and we're going to take and we're going to blend, just go over where the green is. Let me move this in so you can see. Whoop, a little too far. There you go. And I'm just taking my blending brush over to the where it's stamped in the green for the pine leaves, or whatever there are, the needles. Like so. And then what I could have done instead of doing that is take our Wink of Stella, and we're just gonna go over. This is gonna pick up the green and smear it a little more, but it's also gonna give it some glitter effect. Let me bring that up to show you. You see, can't really see it sparkle, but it's sparkling. And then I'm going to take my pecan pie and I'm just going to go down the center of the tree for the tree trunk. Like so. Okay, gonna sit that right there. We're gonna bring in, this piece is 4 by 2 1/4. Okay, gonna take our white craft pad and we're just gonna take and run it across the embossing folder, the dots. You make it as dark as you want. It will dry a little, so it will get lighter. You don't want to press too hard or you will get it in between the dots. Okay. So then that can go on the front. So we're just going to take the glue. And that is going to go right at the top in the center of the page. Okay. Then you need a piece that is 4 by 2 1/4. That is gonna sit above this a little bit, the blue, okay? So we're just gonna, first off, we're gonna tear the top. Okay? And then it's gonna go up like so. So let's glue that down. And I'm only gonna glue the sides and the bottom. We're gonna glue that. Gonna take the tree and we're gonna, wanted to make sure I didn't pop it up. And we're gonna slide that down in the page, in the bottom. And then, where's my horse? Oh, there he is. He is gonna go here, okay? And we have in our dies, we have snow pals, and I have them down here at the bottom of the page, okay? And he's gonna get moved down a little further. So this is gonna get glued. And the other one's gonna overlap it. Now, put that up there a little bit more. I'm gonna see. I think I have dimensionals on him. Yep. Dimensionals. Get slid under the snow pals there. Okay, then I'm going to take Wink Estella and I am going to just run that along the tops of the snow bank here. And up at the top here where I tore it. And that is card number 1. You can't see the Wink Estella, but trust me, it's on there. Okay. Card number 2 is this one here. It's using Early Espresso 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. It's using Pool Party, and you need 2 of them. One is 4 1/4 by 5. That's for the inside. And then you need a piece that is just 1/16 smaller. So it is 5 1/2. That's 5 1/2 by 4. Let me see what this one is. This is 4 1/8. I'm sorry, 4 1/8 by 5 5/8. That will be on the front. Yeah. You only want a small bit of brown around there. Okay, so we're going to put that on there. It's just very thin border. Okay. This, I used the scallop contour dies, and I used the largest one, and I laid it on my 6x6 paper where I wanted the design to be, and I went and cut it out on our emboss machine. Okay, that's why this piece is a little different than the inside, because I wanted that to border that around. Okay, so we're gonna put this up with dimensionals. And I need to cut some. Take them off. I'm going to lay that on top of this, make sure it's the right way. And that's going to go, whoop, see I have 2 things that didn't pop out. Then you need I used our punch that has the 2 scallops two ovals, one's scallop and one's plain, and I used the regular one. And I am using the stamp set Brightest Glow, 'Tis the Season. Early Espresso. I just stamped it on a piece of scratch paper to see if it was straight. And it gets glued at the top of the paper here. Okay. And then this is going to go on the inside. This is 5 1/4 by 4. And then the white is 3 3/4 by 5. And then this is a piece, as you can see here, it has the scallop. Well, when I made this card, I didn't keep the scallop, or I kept the scallop, but the way I wanted it to go, it didn't go right. So when I cut and did this one, I had some left over. So I am going to use that and put that here. And I'm going to cut it there and there. I should have done it before I put the white on. And then we're just going to glue that on there. So, and that one more thing are snowflakes. And we need it's 3 different sizes on these snowflakes. So we're going to use 1 of each. And I'm using the white ones. You could use whatever color you want. And there you go, number 2. Okay. And clean this up before I go on to the next one. The next one here is a fun fold, and I was watching Nancy Amato the other day when I think it was last week, and she made this similar card. I'm going to open it up for you. Okay, so you actually use most of the 6x6. Get started on that. You need a piece of, I'm using Pool Party, and I need to get my instructions here. That is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. You're going to score it at 1 1/2 and 4 1/4. Okay, 1 1/2, 4 1/4. You're going to fold it like normal. Then this piece where you scored at 1 1/2 is going to go backwards. So it opens like this. Okay. Then you need a piece that is 2 by 5 1/4. That I didn't do that right. I need to get another one. I didn't cut that right. Five and a quarter by 2. That will go here, okay, after we get the other stuff on. You're going to take your DSP, and let me lay this out how it was. Okay, you're going to take, I don't know what I do with the paper. I was going to show you. Oh, here it is. What you're going to do, now it's not the same one, but you're going to take your DSP, and it's 6 by 6, okay? What you're going to do is turn it to the side. You're going to take off 3/4. You can take it off 3/4 either at the bottom or at the top, depending on what your design is and how much you want of it, okay? Then you're going to turn it, and you're going to cut your first one at 2 3/4, which would be this one here, okay? Then the next one is 1 1/4, and that would be that one there. And then your next one is 2 inches, which would be there, okay? That don't look like 2 inches. That looks more like, it's actually 2 3/4. So 2 3/4, 1 1/4. I told you wrong. This is 2, 1 1/4, 2 3/4. I have my first cut, third cut, and fourth cut all wrong. So anyway, 2, 1 1/4, and this one would be 2 3/4 when you're done, okay? You know what? I have my paper wrong. It goes like that. So anyway, that's what it's going to be. So what you're going to do before we put that on, you'll have your 3/4 that you cut off. Let me zoom out just a hair. Okay. The 2 3/4, the 3/4 inch that you cut off the bottom or the top, keep that. That will go on here, okay? And I'm using the opposite side. So you want to cut that at 5 1/4, so you have a border around it, okay? So let me cut that while I'm thinking of it. 5 1/4. And then that'll go right here, okay? Before we do that, you are going to take your 2 3/4 piece of paper, and you're only going to glue on one side, okay? Because if you glue it all, you won't be able to open your card, okay? So I'm just going to put glue right on this one side here, because I know that's the one that's going to go on there. And I'm going to lay that on there. And I'm giving it a border on this end, the top, the bottom, and this side here. Okay? Then it opens up like this. So then this piece will go here. Go here. If you open it up, I had it open wrong. I was going to say I did it wrong. But you want to open this up here so you can determine where to lay this piece. You don't want it over your 4 1/4 inch mark, okay, the score line. So we're gonna put that down. And I'm lining it up with this paper here, the bottom and the top. And you just want to make sure you can close it. Okay. Then you're going to take your last piece, which is your 2 inch piece. And that's going to get right up close to that score line again. This 2 inch piece of basic white is going to go on the end here. That's going to get butted up here. And then when you close it, it's going to be hidden, okay? It's a saying there. I did not include anything yet, but that's how you're going to do that. Then you're going to take this piece, and that's going to go here. I'm eyeballing up this piece here with that one. And you get the fun fold and the seam. So your first cut is actually 2 3/4, 1 1/4, and 2. So, all right. So then I have a piece of basic white, and in the stamp set, it has wishing you a season of cheer. And I did that in our Memento Black. My photopolymer stamps catty-cornered. And we're going to just stamp that like so. And that is popped up with dimensionals. I want one here and one about there. It's just going to go the end of your designer series paper in the front, and some of my hold on a minute, I'm going to move my computer a minute. You didn't see that. I needed my rhinestones here because I did have some on there, but they came off. There you go. So there's card number 3. Okay. And then the last one before I show you the others. This set would be good for scrapbooking, just so you know. This is the card I am making, and it opens up like that. And I put the greeting over here so you can sign it here, okay? If you want, you could put the greeting in the center and put a piece of basic white on the back if you wanted to sign it that way. But this is the one we're making. I already went ahead, stamped and cut the horse and the sleigh out, and I cut right here because it was white, okay, solid. I cut around his tail. I cut this piece out here, and I kind of cut it a little closer than what the die cut it out, okay? I thought I didn't like all that white around it. And since you're gonna be on like a scene, you don't want that much white shown through, okay? You want to be able to see behind the sleigh like you would if you saw it running. Card base is 4 by 11. You're gonna score it at 5.5, and then I'm gonna show you. You got to cut. You're gonna cut at 2 inch. Now wait, let me make sure I have it right. Okay. You're gonna cut at 2 inches down to the score line, and I had it here. So I'm gonna turn it here. I am gonna take it from the score line down here, okay? So the score line down. Okay, so it's gonna look like this. Then I'm gonna turn it this way, and I'm gonna cut the top off. So since I already have it scored, I can see the score line, and I'm just gonna cut that piece off. And then you have your base of your card. Okay? And I'm gonna trim that a little because I can see the score line. There you go. Okay. Then you are gonna do your designer series paper. Sorry, I had to stop to think. I cut it to 5 1/4 by 6. Okay, you're gonna cut this for the outside at 2 1/2. Make sure you get it the right way. Okay, so you want to make sure the piece that's going to go at the top, okay, you want to, that's where you're going to cut the 2 1/2. If this is your paper, you want to cut the 2 1/2 off from the bottom of the sheet. Okay, so you get this image here. Okay. Oh, I did that wrong. That's all right. We'll leave it like that. Then you're going to need this piece at 1 3/4. Let me see if I can. Okay, I'm going to cut some of this top off. And we're going to lay that in here. So this is actually, that's going to go there. Okay, so I actually cut this piece here at 5 1/4 by 3 3/4. 2 3/4. I'll get it right. That's going to go right there, so I'm going to put that down well. Are you laughing at me? My sister's here. She's laughing at me. I usually have everything cut, and I didn't cut this. Then this here, I'm going to stamp before I put it in. And I need season's greetings. No. Oh, you know what? I didn't use that one. This is the one I used for the inside, the brightest glow. Season's greetings.
Excuse me.
And then I'm going to bring my paper in here. And Memento Black. See if it's straight. Oh, that looks pretty good. Bring that here. And I'm going to stamp that over here. Okay. And then I have to You and Yours this Christmas. Let's see. Nope. Get a bigger one. And let me see if it's straight. Yep, pretty good. And I'm going to put that right underneath that. Close this up. Put this down. And it's going to overlap a little. Okay. And then we're going to put this one here. Okay. Then we're going to take our horse and sleigh and we're going to put that right there. And that's just going to get glued down. Don't put any on their heads. So I just put some like right at the edge. And it's going to go right like so. There you have your card for this. Then I took the snowflakes and I used white again. Put one here. I'm going to put one there. And put one there. Okay. Card number 4. Finally, after all the mistakes I have. So let me bring them back. One, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to show you the other ones I did. This one here, I got, and you open it up like that. Okay. Get him out of the ink way. Then I did another one that was the fold. Okay. And then this one I just did last night. And if you're interested in how it was made, you need to go to Mitso Mitsuyu Crafts. Sorry, they're in UK. And if you search that name and put crafts behind it, I'm sure you'll be able to find them. They're on YouTube too. So, but it opens like this and closes. I did mine just a tad different. The only thing I really changed was this here. They had it on a spring. Okay, they made a spring and it sprung up. I just made mine flat, right? I put dimensionals on mine so it don't spring out. But this is the card. It will not fit in a regular size card, even though it's 5.5 by 4 right here. I mean, it's, yeah, bigger than the regular envelope. I'll show you. It'll fit in this way, but the horse is in the way. And I don't want to cut his head off. But I'm going to show you. It'll go in the envelope, but you have this much here. And if you try to fold it, it's going to bend the horse. Okay. So with that being said, I tried, let me see if I have one here. Yep. A 5 by 5. They're 5.5 by 5.5. We used to sell these. And as I was cleaning and purging, I found a lot of stuff. Well, it will fit in here this way. I would put the horse in first, but it doesn't quite close right. But if you would just take it and rescore that, you would be able to fit it in a 5 by 5 or an envelope for 5 by 5 cards, if that makes sense. So, okay. So that is my, oh, I have one more thing to show you. Let me lay that here. I did home decor. It's a frame art. And that's using the whole 6 by 6 paper. I used the snowbank. I used the same paper. I just cut it out at the bottom and put them on there. This here is just on the outside of the frame. If I don't want it and put something else on, I can take it off and open it and put it on. But I just wanted to put a greeting on it so that you could see you can make this and hang it on your wall. I think this is a 8.5 by 8.5 frame, because I think I cut the petal pink at 8 by 8. This is 6.25 by 6.25, and like I said, this is 6 by 6. Here is where I did not cut the white out of the sled. I did his here and around his tail, but I didn't do that here. That's what I was talking about. And I didn't go in here. So, but that is my cards for today. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give me a shout. I will answer any questions. I would love to have you on my team. You could go to my website, deblehigh.stampitup.net, and at the top there's buttons up there for join, place an order. I have a special coming for my birthday month, and I will post that on my Facebook page. Okay, so I hope you have a wonderful rest of the weekend, and thank you for joining.